How are you? This is Lees from SXSDance. I know you guys have been seeing my posts on SXSDance page for the past few days, and you've been wondering, who the hell this guy is? I'm gonna show you. Come on. Okay, just in case you didn't know, I'm Nigerian, and I grew up in a country where there were no dance classes. There was nobody there to teach me how to dance. So I can remember like one of my earliest memories is waking up like around in the morning, and they would do this Michael Jackson video on, the black and white video, the part where he goes into the lane, the alley at the back, and he's dancing and stuff. I was about 3 or 4 years old then. And I can remember crawling right up to the TV and I was watching it. And I was real shocked, so I was watching the video and I was like, man, I want to do that. Like I just remember I was about 3 or 4 then. And since then I didn't really know how to dance, but I decided to learn how to sing. I didn't know how to dance. And then when I was 15, I had this classmate who was really into usher and stuff. And he taught me like the basic waving moves, all the early waves, And that was all he did. He didn't teach me like choreo or anything. He just taught me the early waves, and that just sparked, my interest in dance. That was when it began. Like I know it began in the Michael Jackson time, but when it actually sparked was when that guy, just showed me that. And I went back home. I was like, I gotta learn this shit. I started watching a lot of Michael Jackson videos. I just started picking up his choreo. I would watch the video, play it back, like 10, 15 times. I can't count the number of Michael Jackson CDs I've destroyed in the process. Watched like the MTV 1995, and I still remember this one. I knew like from top to bottom the entire choreo. That was a 1995 MTV performance. Yeah, I knew that choreo from top to bottom because I did it from top to bottom so many times, and I replayed that video so many times. I actually cracked the CD. As it cracked to the point where the CD could no longer play because I just kept repeating it and watching it over and over again. And then I went from Michael Jackson to Usher. I started learning moves from Usher. I learned the side slide from Usher. Some other stuff. I learned a lot of stuff from Usher. And also, when B2K started, I slowly changed the artists I was watching. Then I didn't know that they were dancers per se. I didn't know, we didn't have YouTube in my country for me to know, okay, that Buddha Stretch existed, or what popping was. I didn't know all that. I was just learning what I could see, or what and I was so hungry that everything dance-wise that I could see, I just picked up like that. I had the Michael Jackson moves down, I went into Usher. I got Usher down, I went into Genuine. I got Genuine down, I went into Mario. I got Mario down, from Mario I went into B2K. I got B2K down, and then when B2K split up, I started following Orion. Orion was good at the time. And then when B2K was still around, there was this movie that did God Served. God Served came out, and that was like, oh man, I was in a whole other world. Like I could get so many influences at once. And then that was the first time I saw David Elsewhere. Wow, I was crazy. Like the moment I saw David Elsewhere, I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. And I started practicing the waves and stuff. I didn't even know how to pop. I was just waving like crazy. I was like, popping tackle waves a lot. And he started waving before he actually learned how to pop. Same thing here. I started waving first. I didn't know how to pop. I didn't even know what popping was. I later learned how to pop when I was about 18, 19 because I met a friend of, I was in a crew back in Nigeria called the Sense when I was about 18, 19, yeah. I was 4 years down the road. By now I was crazy at reading and choreo. And then I met these guys in the Sense, and one of them was a badass popper. He was damn good at popping. Like, he didn't know the boogaloo stuff. But when it comes to hitting hard, man, he was a banger. He could hit like crazy. His name was ID Boy, I think. He could hit like crazy. His banging was like Junior Boogaloo rap banging, but he couldn't do the Boogaloo stuff, So I met him, and then I started to learn how to bang. I started to learn how to hit. And then with time, I began to lose out on the waving stuff. I used to be a lot better at waving. Because I started popping, I kind of like let go of the waving a bit, and then along the line I came out to Malaysia, and that was when I came out like in my second year here. I got into the dance scene and I found out, okay, this is popping, this is locking, this is whacking, this is house. When you're new to something, or when you want something so bad and all of a sudden you get it, you want to do everything at once. That was kind of one thing I did which I'm not very proud of. I tried everything. I'm not very proud of how I went about it, but I actually tried everything, and it was good because I got to find out what I was good at and what I was not good at. I found out breakdance was not my thing at all. But I could do a lot of other stuff. Popping, yes. Locking, a little. I can't really say I'm that bad at locking. No, not really. Waving has always been my thing. And then I learned house and I was like crazy about house, and now I mix my house with popping and I lock a bit, and then I met Us Ninja about 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, I met Us Ninja 2 years ago, and he introduced me to the world of whacking. I saw what he did, yeah, but I decided I wanted to go deeper, I saw whacking and I was like, okay, nice, but you know what, let me try something that is older than whacking. And I went into the history of whacking, and I found out that whacking came from voguing. So I decided to learn how to vogue. And when I was younger, because I came from a family with a large music repertoire. My family was really into music. Although they didn't like me dancing, but they were really into music. So I used to watch a lot of dance videos when I was younger. And Madonna used to vogue back in the day. Some of you can remember. Madonna used to vogue back in the day. So a couple of other artists back in the day who used to vogue. So when I saw the videos from voguing, and I remembered, hey, I've seen this shit before. And I was like, hey, I didn't know it was voguing then, but I saw it then, and it was easy for me to pick up because it's stuff I saw when I was a kid. It was easy for me. I found it very easy, to pick up all these things. And then I started on with ABDC, season 1, season 2. Alright, I didn't actually watch season 1 because when ABDC started, I was still in Nigeria. And then we didn't have, there was no dance coverage or anything like that for me to actually go into dance per se. So I started following ABDC from season 3. That was when I started following ABTC, season 3. And in season 3, if I remember, there was Vogue Evolution. And those guys got me hooked like that. Like the moment they stepped on stage, it was like, ow! And that was what sparked my interest in voguing. And I started voguing after that. People don't understand what I do because here in Malaysia, they whack a lot. But you don't see many voguers. Actually, I think I'm the only one. When it comes to whackers, there are like so many. But voguers, actually voguing is older than whacking. For those who have been into dancing, voguing is older than whacking. So yeah, it has been how many years? This year, I'm actually clocking 10 as a dancer. I have been through everything you can think of. I've seen, the worst of the worst. I've been there, man. And for all you dancers out there who really want to go into dancing, I would tell you, learn your craft. Don't just stand up and dance. It doesn't work that way. You have to actually spend time learning it. I did. I spent 9 years learning this. I spent 9 years, not always all on my own. I wish I had classes, but I didn't. I wish I had videos to watch like dancers like Buddha Stretch and Popping Peter, and maybe I would have been better than I am right now. I didn't have those things, but I still tried hard to learn how to dance. I didn't even have a supporting family behind me. My family don't like seeing me dance. My parents don't like seeing me dance. They don't want to see me dance, but I still dance. Okay, my parents didn't support me when I started. They still don't. Even to this day, still don't. But I'm dancing. If I can do it, why can't you? Catch you later, man. I'm gonna have fun.